Oh my goodness. Okay. So where to begin? My week has been shit. It's too busy. It's too busy. It's too busy with stuff that is absolutely driving me insane. For starters, a couple days ago, got into a wreck, which the vehicle's fine, totally runs, no leaking, none of that. It's all dented on one side, and had to take a fender off on the passenger side, front passenger side, take that off because that was where most of the damage was, and so there was a fear of anytime we went over a bump, a piece of metal rubbing into the tire. So just took that off. So now it's got this big empty spot. We can just see just the naked car underneath, and not sure if we're going to trade it in because we've had it for a little while, or if we're going to just get some basic repairs. Don't know yet, but that happened, a few days before planning to go on a trip that we keep postponing. And we're like, no, screw it. The car still drives. It's just going to look ugly while we drive. It's fine. And then yesterday, AC unit was being repaired or fixed or replaced or something like that. And they didn't tell me, and maybe they sent an email, but it's an email account that I don't really go into. It's just for, signing up for stuff. And for people that I really don't want to talk to, here's my email. That's the one that I really don't respond. And then every other email is like work emails, and they're like each one for specific things. One is for doing crew work. One is for doing acting. One is for doing voiceover. One is for comedy. But maybe they sent it there. Either way, they turned the AC unit off. I mean, obviously, so they could do electrical repairs, but it looks like they didn't turn it back on. And not only is the outside unit not working, the inside unit isn't working. So I can't even get circulation in here, which means doing voiceover in this closet is miserable. And I don't own any fans anymore because most of them broke, went out, or, we've just always had AC. So it's just like, what's the point? Why buy another one? And I have work to do. Now, here's the problem, is that my PC is a workhorse, and it just blows hot air. If I've been using the computer for too long. So I got to turn that thing on so I can do work, and it's going to start heating up this room even more. And this is the hottest part of the apartment. Where Steven sleeps is the coolest part of the apartment. It's very much the coolest part. And then my part is the hottest part, mostly just because that wall on this side is just outside of that is just brick exterior. So the sun beats on this side of the wall, or this side of the apartment, and over there, Steven is surrounded by other apartments, and it's also further into the complex, so it's in shadow most of the time. So what are you gonna do? So I gotta get work done, at least a little bit before I gotta leave tomorrow. And there's some good news. I hired someone at a reasonable price to ink and color and do background stuff, and even upscale some of my work that I did for a webcomic, a vertical scroll webcomic. And this is my burner project. This is my burning money, wasting money to see how successful something like this might be, especially for me. I have plans to, I don't have plans to hire this person every single time because it would add up and it would be very taxing to hire someone to, ink it and color it and shade it and do the background stuff for literally every single one. But I thought that this would be a good launching project, and then I would, get comfortable with the process of uploading. Well, first I got to break it into parts, because depending on the website that you're posted on, it has to be broken up into different sizes, because it cannot be uploaded in the size that it will currently be in. It is going to be huge, which is how it has to be. It's one long image, and then it's got to be broken down into bits, downscaled, and then uploaded, and then see if there's an interest for that kind of content, that kind of comedy. And I will absolutely be letting y'all know when that is. Probably expect that in I don't know, maybe a month. They said it's probably gonna be 2-3 weeks for them to work on it. And then after I have it and I've approved it, then I'm gonna, I gotta downscale it and cut it into bits, and then find the right platform to post it on, that kind of stuff. And then after that point, then I'll probably be sharing it. But yeah. Oh shit, I still got more voiceover that I gotta do. I just remembered, rather than just the one thing, or the two. There's two. There's one that's more like an audition, and then there's one that's like a big project that someone wanted me to voice match someone. So a guy did 2 characters for a show that they're working on. They wanted me to voice match him, and I could get really, really close to one of them, but I couldn't get close to the other voice, just because it was more, it sounded more like it was his real voice, and I don't know, matching someone's real voice rather than a character voice when they're personally stressing and straining to create that voice is much, much harder. So it was not something easy for me to do. So that's the one that I gotta they want me to do again, and I kept telling them, I was like, I cannot voice match. I never said that I was going to voice match. I said that I could do something similar. That's what I tell every single client when they want me to they're like, hey, can you copy these voices? I was like, I can do something similar. One of them I can do really, really close, but the other one I can do something similar. And so it still wasn't close enough for them, so they wanted me to do some revisions, not on all of it, but some of the lines, which is weird. So I don't know. So that one I gotta do. And then I have 3 more scripts from Omen Studios, that company in Singapore, doing another season. Oh, I don't know if anybody knows how to edit stuff on IMDb, but it's a little bit more complicated of a process. There's a show that I think it's for the people in Singapore, for Omen Studios, that I did a lot of voices in, but I didn't know the episodes. So when I was given the scripts have numbers, and I thought the numbers were the episodes. Apparently they're not. Apparently they've been just moving the episodes wherever. And so when I tried to put in my character, because my script also doesn't have the name of the episode, so it just has the number. And so I thought that was the number of the episode, and I didn't know what the name was. And so I'm trying to put in my credits, because they've credited everyone else but me, and I was like, fine, I'll do it myself. And then I go back and I see the episode, and I'm like, this doesn't have my character in it at all. And so there's a couple of those. I stopped, but there's a couple of those where it's like that, where it's like, I don't, what's the point in numbering them if it's not the same? I don't know which one's which, and I can't find the show to actually watch it to find out which episode I'm actually in and which characters I do. Because I do 10 characters for them across various different episodes, mix and match. So there's no rhyme or reason. So I don't know if anyone knows any shows that I'm in and wants to go fix that, go for it. What else? Not much else. It's really stressful. I have a whole bunch of videos that I gotta edit. I'm running out of disk space. I need to go buy another hard drive. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I'll just give an explanation. Oh, and I haven't been working out past couple days. Actually hurt myself last time it was like 3 days ago. Hurt myself, and I was like, all right, I'll give myself some time. So instead of getting on the treadmill, I just did some free weights. And then the AC went out, and I was like, I can't exercise in this. I mean, because probably I can. I mean, I'll generate a good sweat, but I'm already going to be sweating, doing voiceover. So I was like, do I want to double sweat? Do I want to double sweat? So anyway, that's it. Yeah, it's a random update talking about my day. Some people were wondering, like friends, and that's it. Peace.